Hello, my name is Naomi Thomas, and I will be discussing 20th century passing. Passing is an individualistic practice and fundamentally a social act with social consequences. Those who passed made it difficult to be found. They changed their names, hair color, learned how to dress, and their mannerism. They forced themselves to adjust to the lifestyles of white people. With this came so many benefits. They lived in better neighborhoods, attended social gatherings, they were addressed as Mr. and Mrs., and for once, they were looked at as equal, unless they were a woman, of course. However, women were still benefiting by jobs they had, in their marriages, and in so many other instances. Though there were benefits in passing, there were also losses that I'm sure outweighed benefits. Passers were left with no choice but to compromise their identities and leave those who loved them for a life of comfort and freedom. Would we consider passing as a selfish act, or is passing something that should be justified? We know that passing was at times a choice, but at times it was also non-optional. Since for some it was non-optional, does that mean those families sacrificed or compromised their love for the comfort of the pastor? Pastors saw the world as a place they needed to survive in, and when it was a choice, they didn't think twice about the harm it may do for a mother, a sister, or a father. I found this movie named Imitations of Life. This is a 1934 film. In this scene I will show you, you will see a mother who is faced with her very own child abandoning her for the phenomenon of passing. We are also introduced to the idea that even those who have everything that they need, or are guaranteed a life with all that they need, are oftentimes not able to get past this phenomenon. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a segment of the 1934 film Imitations of Life.
This way, please.
This must be the place. There she is, Miss B. Yeah.
How are you liking the job?
Very much, thank you. Thank you.
Give me one of those.
Yes.
What can I do for you?
Viola, we've been looking everywhere for you. Are you talking to me? There must be some mistake. My name isn't Viola. There ain't no mistake. Why have you got this job? You don't have to work. I'll give you everything you want. What are you talking about? I'm sure you've got me confused with someone else. Why, Viola, child, I'm your mammy. Why, that's ridiculous. I never saw you before in my life.
What's the meaning of this?
This woman doesn't know what she's talking about. Do I look like her daughter? Do I look like I could be her daughter? Well, she must be crazy.
Viola, how can you talk to your mother that way? Come on, Delilah. Come on.
As you may have seen, Piola relates to what we categorize as our average passer, especially though her mother offers her a life that she isn't required to work or struggle. Her mother faces the pain that passing presents and is distraught by her daughter's choice. In Nella Larsen's novella Passing, we are introduced to two women who pass. Clare feels obligated to pass for a life of comfort and security, while the other, Irene, passes for conveniences. Similarly to the average passer I described before, Claire is one who chose to pass, compromised her identity, but never felt the need to change her name because she didn't have a family to manipulate the life she is now living. As Claire passes day to day, Irene passes for the luxuries in life, such as ordering a glass of iced tea, calling cabs, and getting movie tickets. Overall, passing demonstrates the ignorance of a white society. Whiteness has never been based on appearance alone. It was also based on dress, behavior, and mannerism. Skin tone and physical appearances were typically less reliable factors, and this contributed to the ignorance of whites. In a sense, passing made fun of a white societal system. This was a joke at the expense of their whiteness.